It's once again zombie hunting season. Back 4 Blood is currently available on most major platforms, including PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Pass, as well as Xbox Game One. But if you're gearing up and setting out, it's dangerous to go alone. So take 3 friends and enjoy our tips and tricks for surviving the Ridden Horde. Before diving, welcome back to League of Gamers, your source for best played games and entertainment content. We deliver fresh, new, and fun videos just for you. Look out for more gaming videos from us. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like for this video. Back 4 Blood doesn't initially tell you what you need to know about killing foes and surviving. There isn't much of a tutorial on cards, builds, copper, or toolkits. As a result, we've tried to give some information for them in this guide. Here are 10 tips for surviving when you leave the protective walls of Fort Hope. Good luck, cleaners! Number 10. Choose your cards carefully. Back 4 Blood is a first-person shooter with strong roguelike features. Its card system, a randomized draw that gives gameplay-altering stat modifications at the end of each level, could just as well be copied from Slay the Spire or another deck-building roguelike. This is how it works. You select a handful of cards at the start of each run. The passive stat improvements they grant are permanent for the lifetime of your run. You can choose 1 card from a hand of 5 at the end of each level. These changes will likewise last for the life of the race. If you lose a game, your deck is reset. Some cards provide stat boosts at the price of debuffs. For example, you might increase your melee damage by 75%, which is attractive enough but disables your sprint. The other may enhance your ammo capacity while decreasing your stamina. Take a moment to read the entire card before deciding on one with a big stat benefit. If something seems to be too good to be true, it most likely is. Number 9. Rename your decks. The cards in Back 4 Blood are divided into decks. When you gain new cards by using supply points in between runs, you can add them to one of your decks, which are limited to 15 cards each. You can also add a card to as many decks as you want. These decks do not provide stat enhancements right away, but rather dictate which random cards will emerge during a run. Given the enormous amount of cards and decks you'll have, it's all too easy to lose track of the numerous builds you'll be running, especially when the default name of a deck is Custom Deck #TK. So instead, label these decks in a way that makes it easy to remember and identify what each one is best fitted for. Speed for a stamina-heavy deck, melee for a punchy-focused one, and so on. Number 8. Stay away from the solo campaign. You may think that playing Back 4 Blood with AI bots would be entertaining, but you'd be incorrect. While the bots stand up well, neither better nor worse than many other games in the genre, the solo campaign is now lacking key critical stuff, rendering it essentially pointless. You don't gain supply points regardless of difficulty. Therefore, you can't get new cards or cosmetics. Unfortunately, that also means you can't personalize your deck of cards, so you're stuck with the basic beginning pack of 5 cards to defeat various opponent kinds. On top of that, you can't pause Back 4 Blood in any situation. So if pausing the game is what you're looking for, the solo campaign isn't for you. So put it this way, make time for Back 4 Blood's online multiplayer or play something else. Number 7, always carry a toolkit or 2. Nothing is more important than the toolkit among the many possible support items you would want to include in your loadout. Consider it a lock-picking skill, allowing you to get access to normally closed doors with yellow marks, such as a circle with a straight line across it. There's generally a plethora of copper, ammo, new weapons, and other goods inside these sealed doors. The contents of these closed chambers may genuinely transform a run from doom to dominant in an instant. But you'll be completely out of luck if your whole crew lacks a toolkit to enter. So, if anybody is playing as Carly, I recommend that she carry a toolkit. Her passive talent allows her to carry an extra support item. You'll frequently encounter 2 such locked doors in a level, so having the pair on one person rather than 2 frees up room for others to vary your group's equipment even more. Number 6, share the wealth. Back 4 Blood gets co-op right in at least one crucial way. Cash is shared, and players may buy goods from each other in the safe area. So, if you happen to have some extra copper and your ally can't afford a medkit, grab them one. If you have enough copper, you may even be able to buy team enhancements, such as making offensive equipment more effective or allowing everyone to carry an extra support item. So, how do you go about finding copper? Copper may be found on every level, and some cards make it easier to locate. Look for gleaming currency stacks on the ground, tables, and containers everywhere. In between levels and acts, consider being kind with your remaining copper and selling it in for some important items for others once you've prepared your loadout. Who knows? Your contribution to another player's loadout could just be what saves you all when you're up against 4 mutations and a horde at the same time. Hold on! I hope you are enjoying this video. Did we miss something important about the upcoming Back 4 Blood so far? Tell us in the comments below. Please hit the subscription button and click the notification bell to get more updates from us. Now back to some more interesting information you might miss in Back 4 Blood. Number 5, do not shoot the birds. Back 4 Blood contains a mechanic known as the Horde, in which dozens, if not hundreds, of zombies might attack your position regardless of whether or not you've cleared it. Typically, the Horde is awakened by obvious environmental threats, like vehicle alarms or door alarms, or by other sirens in a fictitious universe where monsters are specially turned to piercing, high-pitched noises. You may even frighten the Horde by scaring birds. Birds will flee in fright if you shoot at them, but they will also flee if you simply stroll near them. Every time this happens, you'll be quickly swamped by a buzz to around 1,000 foes. No, it's never properly explained why every crow on Earth opted to roost at the same place as Back 4 Blood. Number 4, your bullets can go through enemies. You don't always mean to scare the birds. Sometimes, Zach, you fire a zombie, and your Desert Eagle has a high bullet penetration stat, allowing it to hit the birds behind the zombie. Sometimes it's not your fault, okay? In a heavy deck melee for a punchy focused one, and so on. Number 3, red attachments are broken. Years of color-coded treasure games have most certainly conditioned your brain to immediately perk up when you notice goodies in yellow, purple, or red. Yellow and purple products are indeed top tier. Red, on the other hand, is ineffective and usually indicates a damaged weapon attachment. If you see a weapon with red attachments, it signifies it has a lot of stat decreases. Though you may replace any current attachments with attachments of the same type found while exploring, there is no way to remove such attachments without a replacement. Number 2, please don't dawdle. For most loot shooters, diving into weapon stats and specifications makes sense, but in Back 4 Blood, it disrupts the rhythm. Look, all guns shoot bullets. All bullets are dangerous to zombies. Simply take the gun and run. Alternatively, you may ignore it. However, make your decision fast so that you do not hold up any random gamers with whom you may be matched. There's a selfish factor at work here. If you ditch a teammate because you're unsure about your armament, they're most likely to die, leaving you in a predicament where they can't resurrect you if you die. Number 1, you can test weapons in the practice range. The type of weapon you use is more essential than the stats it provides. For the most part, cannon fodder zombies are as readily dispatched by a low-level MP5 as they are by a high-level MP5. You may test out every weapon in the game at the camp's practice range, which is located just outside the fencing. It's worthwhile to spend a few minutes becoming acquainted with the choices. That way, if you come across a gun in the middle of a run, you can decide whether or not to take it up. And those are our best Back 4 Blood tips that you didn't know about. Of course, there are other techniques to improve your loadouts and characters, but these are some of the basics to consider when playing. Join League of Gamers for more information about zombie shooters. That's all for now. If you enjoy what you saw, please hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel, now is a great time to subscribe. After subscribing, don't forget to enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon. Do you want to hear more from us? Feel free to add your thoughts in the comments section. We will respond to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you next time right here on League of Gamers. Bye!